Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to this session on the 5 reasons why you need to get out of free advice. Okay, maybe you're doing inspirational pep talks, maybe you're doing free coffee dates, and why you need to stop that and start charging for your services. This is it, okay? I'll just open up my LinkedIn, making sure that I'm seeing your comments. Hello, everyone. If you're joining me live, please leave me a note. Let me know that you're here. I really want to see your beautiful faces. And if you're catching the replay, make sure to subscribe to this channel and to leave me a comment. I always love to interact with you guys. So today we're going to, hey, Alexandra, super cool that you're here. So today we're actually going to talk about why it's important that you start charging for your services. And I know this can be an uncomfortable conversation, specifically when you're just starting out and you so damn want to help the world. Like, it's so important to us coaches, influencers, personal development influencers, light worker, however you call yourself, but we love to give. We love to help people. We love to be that go-to person that people come to ask questions and to get advice and to get support. And that's kind of our regular setting. That's how we're programmed, right? And I get it, but it's so important that you start charging for your services. And today I'm going to share with you why this is the case. Now, before I do, I actually need to open up my live on LinkedIn to see your faces because some reason my computer is going nuts. Okay, great. Hey, Melissa, so good to see you here. We actually had an amazing chat yesterday, Melissa and I. So 5 reasons why you need to charge, okay? And let's start with the first reason. You need to charge because, let me give you an example. When you go to McDonald's and you get a free gift, you know, when you were like a small kid and you were getting a freebie, a free gift, what would happen with this gift? It would probably last like maybe a couple of hours, and then it would like go to either the garbage directly or on like a shelf that you would never touch anymore. That's what happens when you give advice and you coach people for free. And I'm saying this with love because I've experienced it myself. I started and I was going on coffee dates and I was giving, and guess what was happening? No one was taking action on my advice, and it was so frustrating. It was pissing me off because I would like spend so much time supporting someone, and then 2 seconds later, they would just fall back into their old patterns. And I was like, were they with me in this room? Like, what happened? Why aren't they taking action? What you actually give for free, there's not much value to it. Not because it's not valuable, don't get me wrong, but because the person on the other end of the exchange isn't valuing this work. So that's the very first reason. The very first reason is that free advice is not going to move the needle for your client, the person that you're coaching. So that's why you need to move from free to paid. Okay, that's the first reason. Now, the second reason is, I also want to explain to you the fact that if you're really called to help the world in a beautiful and powerful way, here's the deal. If you don't get paid, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a 9 to 5, and you're going to have to pay your bills in another way, which means that you won't be able to spend a lot of time on this passion of yours to help the world. You're going to have to spend maybe 10% of your time working on your business, working on helping the world for free while you have a job that pays your bill. And what do you think it's going to do, right? Melissa is here. She's like, excellent point. Yes. What is it going to do if you're not focused 100% of your time in the work that you actually enjoy doing, helping the world? Well, what's going to happen is you won't be able to have that impact. You won't be able to actually impact the world the way you want it, because you need to be able to meet your own needs first so that you then have more time to invest in this type of work, more time in investing in helping the world, And therefore, you live in an overflow. Your needs are taken care of. You have your bills are paid. Like you're living a good life, and you have an overflow of abundance that allows you to give back and to grow your impact even more. So if you stay stuck in that cycle of free advice, free coaching, free sessions, guess what happens? You're actually not pursuing your purpose. It's detrimental to the world. It's detrimental to the people that you actually want to serve, because you're not available to serve them if they're not paying you so that you can live out of this passion. Do you see the point here? This is like the cycle you might be in. That is so important that you snap yourself out of, okay? That's the second reason. Does that make sense? Does that make a lot of sense, right? I hope it does. I hope that it starts making a lot of sense, because this really shifted everything for me when I started seeing that free didn't equal value. It actually didn't at all mean value, okay? Super important. Now, let's talk about the third reason. Alec is saying yes, yes, yes. Perfect, awesome. The third reason why you need to start charging, and let me give you an example of that, is because when you're giving free stuff, you're really inspirational, which is a good thing. You're inspiring people, and inspiring people is great. But what I'm suggesting is that you shift from inspiring people into getting people into action, actually massive action taking, so that they actually do the things to transform. Let me give you a context on that. When I started my journey, I was doing meetups in Toronto, downtown Toronto, in the middle of the city. It was amazing. It was Monday mornings meetups, and I would gather a bunch of speakers, and people would gather. 100 people would show up on Monday mornings, 8 a.m. They would skip work to come to these events. It was amazing. And we were celebrating Mondays, and there was speakers talking about different ways that they basically found their purpose, and they found their true calling, and they found their dream job, and they were inspiring the crowd and giving advice, and the crowd was there to listen, to learn, and to get inspired, and to create their own Happy on Mondays life. And so this is really what it was. It was an inspirational event. It was great. Don't get me wrong. Like, for some of you who are following now and were there at that time, it was amazing. It was so freaking cool. Yet, people were paying $15 to $20 to come to the event. So there was like a little investment, right? A little thing just to, pay the entry fee, and the fact that there was a breakfast and coffee and, all the things, right? Yet it was creating like such a hype. People came in on that Monday morning, and it was like, woo, it was amazing. They felt fired up, inspired, and like, oh my God, I'm on top of the world. I can do this. And then leaving up to that, then it just like nothing actually happened. Like, they weren't actually taking action because they weren't invested in the transformation. They were just coming to get inspired. Getting inspiration is great, don't get me wrong. But do you want to inspire people, or do you want to get people into massive action to transform their life? That's where the true magic happens. This is when they actually have skin in the game, and they take massive action to transform fully their life. So when you're not charging, you're preventing them from having this shift of energy and this decision and this commitment into transformation. Do you see the point? Do you want to go from inspiring to getting people into action? That's the jam. Also happens in coffee dates. You've maybe had a few coffee dates where you're giving. People don't take action. They're inspired by your chat, but they don't necessarily take action after. Is this worth it? It's kind of a waste of time for both of you, right? So it's all about taking the leap to transform. Scary, but worth it. Yes, absolutely. And it's such a big part of the transformation, like stepping into it, like putting skin in the game. Like, that's really it. So that's number 3, okay? That's the third reason why you need to get out of free advice and inspirational pep talks and start charging for your coaching. Now, Number 4, okay, number 4, and actually before I dive into number 4, I have something to share with you. If you're watching this live or the replay, I want you to make sure that you check out the link in my bio on this live or the link in the post and check out my free guide, okay? I created a free guide this week, which is honestly what I wish I had when I started. I called it your first step as a new coach. If you think you need to give free advice, if you think you need to be in that cycle, if you think you need to have a website, if you think all the things, you're gonna wanna go check out this guide because it will give you the real deal of what you need to be focusing on first. That very first step, this is what the guide will give you. And I'm giving you my signature approach to taking that first step and putting yourself out there and announcing to the world that you're a coach and explaining your story with the world. So I invite you to go check out this link. It's going to be mind-blowing for you, okay? Now, number 4, okay? Number 4, the reason why you need to get out of free advice and actually start charging is that your message, this life mission of yours, can be monetized. And I know I got stuck in that cycle of thinking like, I just help the world, like I have a strong message to share, but who's going to pay for that? I was like stuck not knowing how to monetize my life mission, my message, my story. I had that big mission of bringing Happy on Mondays as like a way of living. It's still my mission. It still fuels me with passion when I think of it. This is it. This is my passion, my message. And there is a way to shift from just like being this inspirational public speaker, maybe personal influencer online, to monetizing this message. And that's where the true transformation will happen for your people. So I know you're passionate. I know you're here on LinkedIn or Instagram or any platform, YouTube, and you're sharing content from your soul. You're like truly wanting to help the world. There's a bigger mission. There's a why behind that. You feel it in your core. And I want to give you that permission to monetize your message. It's okay to monetize your message. This is what will actually serve the world way, way more powerfully, because you're going to be transforming people's life. So when you think of your message, of your why, is there a transformation that you can combine with this message? Is there a way that you can help someone transform through your message, through your story? That is where monetization happens. And I'm here to tell you, you have the right. It is actually of high service that you charge for this. It's high service. You're helping people way more when you do so. So that's reason number 4. Your message, your life mission, your purpose has to be monetized, is of high service, and has the potential to transform thousands of people's lives. So are you going to wait, or are you going to take action on that, right? And reason number 5 is that when you're actually charging for your work, not only are you respecting your time, which, yeah, cool, but most of all, you're transforming you're respecting the transformation that you're providing to your clients. You're actually doing them a massive favor. You're respecting the transformation that they're about to take on. This is huge. Make it so worth it for them to change their life that they're willing to put skin in the game. Respect the transformation. Charge for it. When you're giving it for free, it's like you're not respecting it. You're actually not making them a service at all. When they are invested, they're going to take those actions. They're going to do the work, the homework. They're going to be dedicated, and they are going to transform. Isn't that what you want? This is it. This is what you want. You want them to have that change in their life. Make them that service. Allow them to commit to their transformation. Allow them to be all in and invest in themselves. That's where true magic happens, okay? Hope that this was insightful. I want to, again, invite you to check out the link, my guide. It's freaking amazing. This is your first step to really starting as a new coach. If you're unsure where to start and like, oh my God, I know I'm a coach, I know I want to be a coach, but how do I get started with the whole business side of things? Like, what do I do first? All of that. This is it, okay? This is what you need to be doing. Hello, Roy. Hello, everyone. Mir, Melissa, thank you so much. Have an amazing day. I love you all. And really, I wish you the most epic day. You've got this. You get to get paid for your services, okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.